Hey guys, it's SamVidH here, and I'm back with another war video. There we go. That was screwing up the sound. Okay, so this is going to be the fourth war, so let's just start this playing. This is going to be in Tier 2 once again, because we did win last war. It's against Legends of Gladiators with a possessive S, which is a really weird way to write it, but whatever. Their tag is Febos. So going into this war, we are 3-0, and I have 3 deaths. So I will admit, this is the worst start to a season I've ever had. I've already tied by the end of this war, at this point right now where I'm in. So I'm in the middle of my 10th war right now, and then this is number 4 I'm uploading. I've already tied my worst season ever, trying to not make it any worse. But to be fair, that was back when I didn't even have a rank 5. My best champ was rank 4 Blade. It's in tier 5 or tier 4, somewhere in there. So I was really not prepared for it. And yeah, that's when I died 5 times. So we took in Hyperion along with Blade and Ghost Rider synergy. So the first node is a Void, and we are going to be taking him. He's a rank 4, and this is the path where you have to take one of them noted, so I have to take this guy noted. Mighty Charge, it doesn't matter at all. So it's actually better if he takes out... Or sorry, no. Let me rephrase that. It's better if I take out Void first, because Mighty Charge isn't that bad on Void. Also, Mighty Charge isn't going to activate very much because of Danger Sense, so that's not really an issue in this fight. Also, I'm going to be healing a lot, although that debuff will take me down because it's Void. But in this fight, did not get off to a great start, but luckily Blade's ability accuracy reduction was able to completely shrug off Void's debuffs, or at least the first one, after I got hit. So after then, I was just not confident enough to do the evade every time, so I just baited heavies when I had to. So now we're just going to be going into the final bit of him, and I actually do evade the special one, but I forget to counter, because you can counter a special one, but I just didn't. So we're walking out of that fight with 57% health. So not the best fight. Let me just check, make sure the mic... Yeah, it is. Okay. For some reason, I thought the microphone was off. And now we have Iron Man Infinity War. So the node incoming is Buffet, and I should have realized what was about to happen. This is a rank 4 Iron Man Infinity War, and I thought I could take it with Hyperion, because I figured if I get the timing right, then the power gain would then the Buffet would just get rid of my my Furies. But it didn't work that way. Buffet lines up perfectly with Hyperion's power gain, so every time he gets a power gain, it pretty much gets taken away by Buffet. Not perfectly, but like pretty well. And the Buffet is healing for, I believe it's 12k damage, somewhere in the range of there. So I'm really not dealing damage this fight. 30 seconds in, and he just shot up to 100%. I don't think once in this fight I get him below 70. I'm not sure. Maybe below 70, but nowhere below that. And this is just not a good fight for Hyperion. The Buffet just totally ruins him. And I was actually looking at this after, and it would have been better if the other guy had taken his node first, but I had no idea. I didn't know that Buffet would be this substantial, like 12,000 damage every 5 seconds or however long it is. It's completely my fault, because I could have waited and asked the guy who was on the other path, but I didn't. There are ways to avoid Buffet, but not with Hyperion. There's ways with other champions, but you can't use Hyperion without activating Buffet all the time. Or at least you can't deal any damage with him without doing that. So yeah, we're going to, with 1 minute left, he's at 92%. At this point, I realize there is not a chance in the world that I'm getting out of this fight alive. So what I'm trying to do right here is just focus on exiting with 100%, so that when I time out and go to half, I'm only at 50%. And then I missed that evade, but not that concerned. Oh, I actually did get him down lower than I thought. He's at 60% right now, 63. He's probably about to shoot up though, yeah, 75. And I'm really not hitting hard at all. So, advice in the future. Either don't take Hyperion in, or let the other guy take his linked node, because this linked node on Iron Man Infinity War is just horrible. I think I could have taken this fight if he didn't shrug off stuns, because I could have gotten way more Furies and just completely overpowered it. But just the fact that he did that, plus the fact that he kept consuming my power gain for health, it just made this fight impossible. I don't think this fight is literally possible, like physically possible. I don't think it's possible with Hyperion. And yeah, I didn't know that. So we were walking out with a timeout, and a timeout counts as a death. So that puts my deaths this season to 4. Very, very poor start to the season, I will admit. But very well. So now we're going up against Iron Man Infinity War because the node was cleared. And we're just gonna go back in with Hyperion. It's gonna be the exact same fight. The only difference is that there's no buffet. So this is what a regular Hyperion looks like. You're gonna see just how fast Hyperion destroys him when there's no buffet. So there's just so much that different about this fight. Already 20 seconds in, he's at 40% as opposed to 100%. And that has to do with the power gain, pretty much is the only factor in that one. I did get stunned there because I thought his last armor was about to fall off, but it didn't matter because he was at like 2%. He was taken down. So yeah, we got him down. Now we're going into our next fight. And this is going to be the mini-boss. And this is going to be the Aegis Heavy mini-boss. And Blade is, in my opinion, the best counter to this node in the game, because he can take any champ, even champ you can't hit while stunned like Mordo. He just has that range, and he can do it. Plus his heavy attack is 3 hits, so it really helps. For some reason, they decided to throw on a 6-star Unawakened Angela onto this node. Not sure why, because that was a complete waste. You could have put a Mordo and hope someone didn't have a blade, or someone didn't know how to heavy against a wall, I guess, which is another way to do it with any champ. But this is just a normal fight. There's nothing different about this fight except for having to use 2 heavy attacks at the beginning. So just baiting special 1 against Angela. Very standard fight. Also, I'm healing up this entire fight, so I'm going to come out with way more health, which is kind of why I'm just not pushing that hard. I could have intercepted there and gone right for another special 2, but I was just more focused on healing up. I'm not hitting as hard. I'm more concerned about delaying the fight. So now that I'm at 100, now I'm going to let all those charges fall away. Oh, I let 2 of them fall away at least. And we're just going to go right back in. So Angela goes down there. 68 hits, decently fast fight. And now we're going on to the next section. So if I recall, I take one of the mini-bosses. Yes, okay. So I didn't take a mini-boss, but I could have taken that Iron Man Infinity War if I wanted. So now we're going for a 6-star Heimdall on Oscillate, which is actually a very good placement. It's easy to mess up against Heimdall. If you push him to a special 2, you are dead, because it is guaranteed to crit, or not guaranteed, but just the chances are so high, and also it's unblockable and unevadable. So it's just horrible to face him. So because of Oscillate, he's really aggressive and he keeps charging towards me, which allows me to counter with a special 2. But now I'm hitting really soft, and I don't want to use another heavy here because I know that it'll push me to special 2. I actually did by accident, but it didn't matter because he is not going to throw any specials. As soon as we hit the Fury phase, I'm going to get him to throw a special, and then I know the backup. Through using Blade against Heimdall, I learned the exact amount and timing of your backups to evade his special 1 to counter with a heavy to remove his what's it called, auto block. So when he has True Strike on him, that's when he can auto block you. He did not auto block me there. That's because I did it wrong. But yeah, he's pretty much dead now. And since it was in his armor phase when I did that, I wasn't that concerned about his damage. It wasn't in his armor phase, but he was going into his armor phase as I did that. And then one more heavy takes him out, which is pretty good. Not a clean fight with Hyperion, but there's a lot of ways to mess up against Heimdall, so that's pretty good. So we did end up winning this war against Febos Legends of Gladiators. That makes us 4-0, and I have 4 deaths, so not good at all. I went 4-4 this war, so I actually got a kill from Phoenix. Not sure how she did it. Doc Ock got 2 kills on reversed controls. Agent Venom got 1 on the mini-boss, and then Phoenix somehow got it on a diversity node. I don't have the slightest idea how, but good job, Phoenix. God of a defender right there. Okay, so that's it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and as of now, we are Platinum 1, rank 17. Well, not as of now, but as of then. And I'm going to see you guys in the next video, war number 5. And that's a weird war because I lost a bunch of my attacks footage. So yeah, see you guys next